What do we make of patterns named thrusting, sashikomi? Can you feel the force implied, the penetration attempted but never completed? Is this not a story of yearning, of longing to change the narrative, only to be gently turned away at the door? Why does the bullish thrusting not break hearts but instead give breath to weary upward climbs? When a long white day opens high above yesterday's dreams, but closes in retreat, do we blame it for trembling? If that black day closes within the white body but stays afloat above its core, does it not prove it still has strength to resist falling fully? Is this not the pattern of every hopeful soul, rising with ambition, pausing in self-doubt, and yet never falling all the way down? Isn't this the continuation of love in motion, pausing not from fear, but to gather breath? When a black Maribozu appears without shadow, can you sense its clarity, its decisiveness, its unblinking stare? Does a body that consumes over half the day's movement speak louder than words, or softer than a sigh? Can you trust a shape that mirrors a hammer or a shooting star, yet refuses to be either fully? Do you ever wonder why beauty is drawn not from extremes but from subtle contradictions, from closeness to transformation that never fully arrives? When the bullish thrusting pauses just above midpoint, is it not asking for patience, whispering I'll return? Why do we study failures to break through, on neck, in neck, thrusting, as if they carry more truth than success itself? When attempts to reverse a trend fall short, do they not teach us more than the times we leap past resistance? And why, in the literature of market movement, is there more poetry in hesitation than in triumph? What does it mean when the Japanese never wrote of failed dark cloud covers? Do they know that bottoms scream but tops only sigh? Do you trust the quiet kind of patterns that appear rarely, like the upside Tsuki gap, forming only in specific, sacred conditions? When gaps appear and are not filled, does that absence of closure signal strength or the beginning of loss? If the third day of the Tsuki gap opens inside yesterday's body and closes just shy of sealing the space, doesn't it echo the way people leave a door cracked open when they still hope? What kind of love is this where the trend is tested and the test is survived, barely? Can a white candlestick followed by a black one ever speak a complete sentence, or are they always fragments of unfinished longing? Is the downside Tsuki gap the melancholic twin, opening from a black candle and closing deeper into the abyss, yet not all the way? Does it grieve or does it gather power? When gaps don't fill, is that defiance or simply a refusal to be undone? Doesn't the concept of going with the gap feel like following a pulse, steady and vulnerable all at once?